Hello Beauty News family, welcome to Beauty News. This is the 7th of August edition. We're going to be talking about new release beauty products and updates of one thing that we've talked about in the past, but we must address the dire situation in Victoria at the moment. We're in trouble. Uh-oh.
We are. We're in stage 4 lockdown, so
yes.
It's going to be no makeup breakup for at least another 6 to 7 weeks.
Yeah.
We were just we were 4 weeks into stage 3 lockdown, and then they announced stage 4 lockdown for another 6 weeks. So
yes,
we're staying put.
So we're staying put. But we'll get through it. Hopefully people will do the right thing, because most people have been, but there's a few that like to ruin it for everyone else.
It's true. You bastard.
Public flogging. Let's get into our first update.
Our only update.
That's actually correct. So this is from Coloured Raine. It's Juicy Boost. This is an eyeshadow palette or pressed pigment palette. So it's 18 shades of flavorful, bold, out of this world color, and it comes in 2 variations. So you can get a flat layout, which is just a standard 18-pan palette, or you can get it in a book version where it's like double-sided, I think, or like 2 layers.
Yeah,
that's
2
probably
layers.
a better way. Yeah, better way to put it. So it opens up and looks kind of like a book. So you've got a mirror on one side, eyeshadows in the middle, and then eyeshadows on the bottom layer as well. More information first. It's vegan, cruelty-free, made in the USA, $52 US, and it's launching August 14th at 9 a.m. PST. And there will be a pre-order invite for VIPs. I like the palette. I won't buy it because it's very colorful, and I'm not really into that at the moment. I have faith in Coloured Raine's formula, but I do not understand at all why they've put it in 2 different layouts. Why?
It confuses the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Look, for a colourful palette, I do quite like the colours. I think the thing that stops me from being interested is there's 2 things. One, like you, I'm not super into colours at the moment. And 2, there's only 3 shimmers and 15 mattes.
Yeah, that's another good
For me,
point.
that's not a split that I personally like. I love a good 50-50 or close to it. So for me, it's too matte heavy. The 2 formats, I have no idea why they decided to do that. Their palettes aren't generally too bulky, so I don't feel like it's needed to be then condensed. If they wanted to repeat, like have 2 palettes come out, I think it would have been better to either have completely different shades in each of them, or bring out the massive palette and then maybe the 2, like, you know how it's stacked 2 palettes?
Yeah.
Have like 2 9-pan palettes, because I personally like the bottom layer.
Yes, yeah.
With it has like the greens and the vibrant red and pink and orange.
Yeah.
I think those colors are really, really beautiful. The top layer doesn't interest me whatsoever. So I think it would have been cool maybe to, if you liked one color story and not the other, you can buy them, 9-pan palettes. Having exactly the same shades in a different format, I have no idea. I have no idea why they would do that.
I don't understand it. I think, like, if they were going for a more condensed, travel-friendly version for people who want that, why not just make it condensed and travel-friendly? Full stop. Like, there's nothing wrong with doing that. I don't understand it.
The only thing that's appealing to me is the fact that I really love the quality of their eyeshadows. So if you like this color story and you like the split between shimmers and mattes, because you mainly like to go colorful mattes, I would say give it a shot because
Yeah.
the formula is generally pretty good. So that's the main thing that stands out to me, but I'm skipping this one. It's not made for me, which is
No,
fine.
yeah.
The thing is.
There are some absolutely stunning shades in there. Watermelon Detox is
Yeah.
like, I'm like, I want to see what that looks like on the skin. There's beautiful, beautiful shades in there.
Yeah.
So, you know, people aren't going to be disappointed, I'm sure, with the quality of the palette. I just don't understand the two of the exact same thing in a different format. Moving on to new stuff, kind of. This is from ABH. This news has just popped up in the last couple of hours. The classic brow pen is back with a brand new applicator formula and a wider range of colors. So this is a fine tipped, like liquid brow product. So they're saying it helps to define the brows for a fuller looking finish. It's got a super fine, firm tipped brush for realistic hair strokes. It's waterproof, easy to apply. Formula glides on effortlessly, ideal for all skin and brow types, adhering to both hair and skin. And it's specially designed so that the brush tip won't clog or skip. Comes in 9 shades that are true to color with a wide range of cool and warm undertones, and it's formulated without fragrance, parabens, gluten, phthalate, mineral oil, alcohol, and talc. It's also cruelty-free and vegan. It's launching August 10th for $22 US.
They've also shown, so we don't know the shades yet. If we do have any shade photos, we'll put them on the screen, but they have shown it demonstrated on a red head.
Yeah.
So they will have a red shade, which I know is always the thing that people ask for when a new brow product comes out. They're like, where's the redhead version?
Where's the red?
Yeah. And it looks like they do cater to that, which is good.
And it looks legit. Like, it doesn't look bad. It looks like a proper shade for a natural redhead.
All right, so from Friend of Beauty News, and that's Jacob, his brand Bocaj Beauty have launched a new lash. This is the Gisele lash. So it's in the girls range. So these lashes are supposed to emulate the appearance of lash extensions. It's created with a separation between each cluster, and it's slightly shorter on the outer and inner corner than in the middle. So it's almost like that really piecey, almost doll-like look that it gives.
Yeah.
Some people really love these lashes. So, you know, I saw a few comments, people saying, I love these lashes from different brands, but they discontinue them. So I'm glad that, you know, they're here. But these are, synthetic, vegan, cruelty-free lashes. You can use them up to 20 times. And they're now available at Bocaj Beauty for $12 Australian. We do have a non-affiliated code if you do want to use it. It's in the description box. But yeah, new lashes, they're pretty.
Excellent. Well done, Jacob. All right, we have a palette here from BPerfect Cosmetics. This is the Carnival Love Tahiti palette. Oh, is this in collaboration with Stacey Marie MUA?
I think all the Carnival palettes are in collaboration, and this is the third installment of the collaboration.
Cool. So you've got 31 vibrant mattes, 4 duo shift pressed pigments, 3 metallics, and 2 high pigment shimmers. This is going to retail for £36.95, $49.95 US. And the launch date is to be announced later this week. It is very, like, it's a big, basically rainbow palette. It's purple, pink, and red heavy, but it does have blues, greens, and like orangey bronze shades. There's also highlighters, which is interesting. Oh, this is the first time I'm seeing these, so I'm a bit surprised. These look like Stila
Heaven's
Hue, yes.
Yep.
So comes in 4 shades. You've got Soft Silk, which is a golden sun-kissed glow. Hollow Glaze is a pop and pink and purple haze. Juyu is pink champagne, and Skin Sheen is an icy glow with gold and blue. So £14.95, €16.95, €22.95 US.
Yeah, they call this formula a unique creamy formula that's buildable from soft luminous glow to a blinding highlight. So yeah, very much like the Steeler ones. It's that sort of creamy sort of consistency. I think most people are focusing on the palette though. This is sort of the main draw card. Similar to Coloured Raine, there's some gorgeous colours in here. I was just talking to Hayley before we started filming this because this has just been shown earlier today, so we don't have many photos to go off, but they did do a swatch, not a full swatch video on their Instagram stories, just swatching some select shades. And the swatches are so, I don't want to say fake, but they're so manipulated, they're fake, that it drives me bananas. They'll be playing on the screen. So they're showing someone swirling their finger in the pan, but they're doing a hover finger. You can see that it has not moved the pan whatsoever. It still has the sort of fabric imprint in the pan. They're untouched pans, but they're pretending that they're swatching it. And then they're creating these most beautiful swatches, which I think either are pre-swatched or they look like they might be wet swatched.
Yeah.
It's so manipulative, but it makes it look so extremely beautiful.
It does.
Even I was like, wow, these colors look so vibrant and amazing. But the more I watch it, the more I'm like, they are pulling my leg.
Yeah, it's not real. The swatches are not real. Yeah, the swirling in the pan, you can very clearly see that the pans, like they use a material over the top of an eyeshadow when they press it, and it leaves this very, very fine pattern in the top of a brand new pan. And you can clearly see that it's not being disturbed at all when they're swatching these. And then when they're actually swatching them with their finger, you can see that some of the shades, there's inconsistencies in the colors, like on the edge of the swatch and in the middle of the swatch where product is being built up. So I don't believe it. I don't believe any of it. It's a lie. I don't trust you now, BPerfect Cosmetics.
I know. And that's
I don't trust you. I never trust you again.
Yeah. And that's the thing that's annoying though, is that when they try to make something look too good and they sort of manipulate it. Yeah, again, I don't trust the brand from now on. It reminds me of KKW, how she was seen licking and swatching. And I'm like, how can I trust your swatches when I know that you lick your finger to get them wet to do them on Instagram stories? It's A, disgusting, and B, it's misleading. And this is so misleading. And if you even look, like their finger is pretty much covered in product, but what they're showing is they're just going like a really light, like, I'm barely disturbing anything. You don't need to pick up much at all. And then they're like, with all this like pigment all down their finger. Yeah. And I'm like, you think I'm a fucking idiot. I know that you've got a perfect palette in the background that you're not touching. It's for only like video purposes. And then you probably have one that you've totally destroyed in the pan, looking like, and scratched into it and like getting all the product out, smearing it on your finger, and then going, oh, we did, oh, wow. I honestly, I'm an old bitch. I was not born yesterday.
Yeah, I know. No, but I'm an old bitch about shit like that as well. And it's deceiving. It's deceiving. Like fucking, and there's people who just won't notice this stuff, you know, like this has been going on for years and years and years. All right, as long as there's been makeup brands on social media, we have been manipulated with the way that they showcase their products, and once you start to see it, you can never unsee it again. And I just think it's valuable knowledge to have. People need to know you are being manipulated to purchase the product, and it's absolutely fine if you want to buy it. You just need to know that what you are seeing is not necessarily what you are going to get. Maybe the palette is amazing, beautiful pigmentation, But then I'm of the belief that if it is, they're not going to manipulate their swatches. They're not going to do a KKW and a because it's not necessary.
Yeah, and which they could have done, because these do look like semi-wet. But the thing that frustrates me is
I can picture them like crushing up the eyeshadow in the pan and spitting in it and just being like, paint it on.
And then then they get another finger and they're like, oh, not touching it on. Oh, wow. But the thing I think is a real shame about that is this palette's actually really pretty. Again, I'm not into color, but there are some shades here. Like, look at coral.
I know. It's a pretty palette.
Yeah. If you like color, I would say check this out. It actually looks like a really cool palette, and it gives me that Carnival vibe, because it's sort of going into the lemon, like the lime greens, the sort of reds and purples and pinks. Like, it's not a typical rainbow palette where it's got, you know, every color. It does sort of have every color, but not every undertone of every color. But if you like those tones, it looks gorgeous. Yeah. It's just that I don't trust the swatches as far as I can throw them, and that really puts a bad taste in my mouth.
Anyway, guys, that's coming soon. All right, let's move on to Clinique. They have a new concealer. This is the Even Better Concealer. They're calling it a lightweight, full coverage concealer that brightens, targets dark circles and dark spots, and blurs imperfections with staying power for up to 12 hours. Smooths fine lines while visibly reducing under eye puffiness, sweat and humidity resistant as well. So it's kind of double-ended. You've got your wand, which is in your tube, but on the other end you have, or not on the other end, but on top of the cap, sorry, you have a little built-in sponge, which is, I hope you can remove that to wash it.
Disgusting. Yeah, see, look, I think with this, I don't mind Clinique based products, so I would like to try the formula. The sponge, unnecessary.
Yeah.
This is what I don't understand though with it. Like, it's literally the shape of the tip of your finger.
Yes.
So why not just wash your fucking hands and do one of these ones?
Yeah. I know. I know. I don't understand that. Clinique do make good quality makeup, and their Even Better range for their like base products is nice stuff. But I feel like they are just a bit, they need to get with the times, because that's a no from pretty much anyone under the age of, shall we say, 45. Because they know that probably the best way to apply your concealer is with a fingertip.
Yeah, this is probably targeting the old generation that uses like old sponges and little like sponge tip applicators for eyeshadows and stuff. You can also tell that they're targeting.
Like, will they tell them that you have to remove it and wash it, or are they going to end up with fucking pink eye because it's growing bacteria? Like,
probably that one.
that's what really concerns me. And like, they talk about it being like targeted for dark circles and stuff, and I'm like, if you're going to be using a sponge around your eye, you need to make sure that shit is hygienic, because you'll give yourself a sty. It's disgusting.
Yeah. But you can also tell that this is targeting the sort of probably older, more
rich white women. Let's just say it. Come on.
White and Asian women. Clinique's like market audience that they go for, white women and Asian markets. And you can tell by the shade range, because it looks like 2/3 of the shade range is light and then 1/3 is medium to deep. So you can really see this is not designed to be a wide, inclusive shade range that everyone's going to want. This is pandering to the audience that they've already got, which is rich white women and Asian people. Like it is what it is. So I know people are going to lose their minds over that shade range, but they don't want you.
It's true. However, Clinique were the first to have like the biggest foundation shade range. I think they did 50 shades in their Even Better foundation, and they were the first to do it.
Then why haven't they followed through with that?
I don't know. Don't know.
Also, the problem is that when brands do offer a big shade range of foundations, what they often do is they see which ones sell in their audience, and then in the future they just replicate the shades that sell. And I think this is a good reflection of their audience.
Yeah, who's buying their stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we've got a couple of releases from Dragun Beauty, which is Nikita Dragun's brand. We've got the first ever matte liquid lipsticks from them. So this is the Dragun Glass Matte Liquid Lip. It's launching in 5 shades. Oh, it's launched in 5 shades. It's already available, sorry. There's Blackmail, which is a pitch black, Pussy Stunt, which is a hot pink, Horchata, which is a cool beige, Nikita, which is her like signature shade, it's a pinky mauve, and Dragon Blood, which is a vivid red. So they're supposed to be full fantasy long wear, enriched with moisturizing vitamins. Matte believes your lips feeling hydrated, and it's got an iconic light vanilla scent. So like I said, these are already available. They're liquid lipsticks, not very exciting, but if you like Nikita Dragun and you want to buy more makeup, there we go. But we've also seen some sneak peeks of some stuff coming up. So sneak peeks of lip liners to match the liquid lipsticks, and also an eyeshadow palette. So this is a 5-pan eyeshadow palette. They look like beauty blenders or Easter eggs. This looks like an Easter palette, but it's her like, you know how she originally brought out that color corrector
in the egg.
The dragon egg. So it's the pans mimic the dragon eggs, and it's a 5-pan palette, sort of like 2 nudes and 3 purples. So we don't really have much information on that yet, but there's that coming.
I just have to say that, like, Pussy Stunt, that's all right, fine, whatever, go. I get it. It's like empowering, but Horchata, I'm just like. So Horchata, which is spelt W-H-O-R-E rather than like the drink horchata. This particular horchata is when you give someone oral sex, and it's like the backwash, the backwash of the jizz. It's jizz in your mouth, and if you spit it in a cup, they call it horchata. I just don't like, I don't know. And like that word is typically used in my experience as like, you be quiet, as like derogatory term. And I hear it from men who are talking shit about girls that they've like had a one-night stand with or something, and I just find it really distasteful.
It's not empowering to call it.
No, it's not. It's not empowering. I feel like it's. I don't.
I would not buy anything from this range probably, because that is pretty gross. Also, I'm not at all interested in a range of liquid lipsticks. That I've got 1,000 liquid lipsticks, not quite, but a lot, and these shades are so mundane that I don't give 2 shits. But if you try to be all edgy with like cool names, you've lost me. I'm literally too old and bitter for that shit. All right, the next thing is from Fourth Ray Beauty. They've actually released 3 serum boosts. So they're targeted doses of botanicals for healthy looking skin that's lightweight and fast absorbing. Add a couple of drops to your moisturizer or use them alone. Okay, it's a serum that you can add to your moisturizer. So the 3 types, there's one that's particularly controversial. There's a blue light serum boost, which is designed to protect. There's a cactus serum boost, which is to hydrate, and the turmeric serum boost, which is to brighten. So the one that is controversial would be the blue light serum shot. So it's supposed to protect against your phone or laptop, the harmful blue light coming from it. And blue light, they say, can reduce hyaluronic acid in the skin, cause impaired skin barrier function and damage to the skin. But there's been no real evidence that blue light damages the skin. And they haven't actually said what's in this that protects you from blue light. So I find it very strange. It's a gimmick.
No, yeah, it's a gimmick. I'm a little bit skeptical about blue light in general. I just don't feel, I feel like we've probably been using technology long enough to actually clinically measure the effects of blue light on us, but do we really actually have any scientific evidence to back it up yet? So I'm kind of like,
yeah, the only thing that it's proven to have an effect on is your sleep cycles.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
But when it comes to damaging your skin, there's no evidence to suggest that it causes damage to your skin. So I think this is, again, just buzzwords. But what I find strange is that their claims, they're telling you what blue light can theoretically do to your skin, but they don't actually tell you what this serum does
to protect it.
Yeah, to protect your skin from blue light. So I find it, again, just red flags are going off where I'm like, I don't get the point of this. Also, it's $12. Is it really going to do much?
Common sense. If it doesn't, it's like you're having a very strong Judge Judy moment. If it doesn't make sense, it's probably not true.
I need a little ponytail to be like the new Judge Judy.
Yes.
With her little ponytail. But the thing is also, from what I understand, is that blue light, if it's actually you're trying to protect your skin from light, you'd be using some form of barrier, like sunscreen or something.
Yes.
The serum wouldn't be that effective on preventing light damage from your skin.
No.
Anyway, the cactus one, it's supposed to have vitamin A, C, and D, so it tells you what's in it. And it's also made with cactus flower. And then the turmeric one, of course, has turmeric in it. So again, these really tell you what's in it. The blue light tells you what blue light does. It tells you, it could be water for all we know. Anyway, it's available now. Yeah, blue water. Now it's available now, $12 each on Colourpop and fourthraybeauty.com. So if you want it, check it out.
All right, let's talk about my favorite brand.
Yeah.
Yes, this is Amazon Beauty. Haus Labs. They're launching the Eye-dentify gel pencil eyeliners. I love this. The journey to find yourself isn't always a straight line. So this color-packed creamy gel pencil eyeliner glides any line. Wait, what?
Guides any line.
Guides any line with the ultimate control to change it up from a smooth. Okay, shut up. So how many are there? I don't want to count them. 20. I counted them. There's 20 eyeliners. You've got white, pink, there's rose gold, terracotta, maroon, a pearl, brown, silver, gray, black, purple, blue, more pearl shades, navy, green, many greens, and a couple of golds. And when you're watching this, they are out now at Haus Labs. It's a good array of colors. Definitely got to give them that. And they look kind of nice. But why is that arm curvy?
There's some weird hand action going on
there.
There
is.
Oh, look, I agree with you. I think the shade range is quite nice. I think out of all their releases, this is a thing that I'm like, I don't mind this. I think there's always room for good eyeliners because a lot of people use eyeliners every single day and it's hard to get really nice colored ones.
I agree.
I'm missing things like reds. Where are the reds in here and the burgundies? I'm and there's no I really like cobalt blue and teals. Like they really like clearly I like teals. I'm wearing teal on my eyes today. But I feel like they've padded out a lot of colors, but they've padded out the same sort of types of colors, the same types of emerald greens, the same types of navies. I feel like they've kind of just got different finishes for very similar colors. I would have liked to have seen, teals, reds, burgundies, some other kind of stuff thrown in here to really, because if you're going to bring out a really comprehensive shade range, go balls to the wall, like actually bring out a comprehensive shade range. But I think they do look really nice. I think all shades look quite nice and wearable. I love the browns. I like some of the grays. I think the dark blues are nice. The greens are gorgeous.
The greens are really pretty.
Yeah, they're super pretty. So I think, if I was going to purchase anything from Amazon Beauty, it would be these eyeliners. And I've tried they've got lip liners in their pack, don't they?
Yeah.
And they're quite nice and creamy.
Yes. Yeah.
So I do think that these could be quite nice, and I would definitely check them out if I was placing an order, but spoiler alert, I won't be.
I'm not. We have a new brand here. Oh, how exciting. This is from Addison Rae, and it's called Item Beauty. Now, if you don't know who Addison Rae is, she's a massive TikToker. She has like 53 million. Yeah, 53 million followers on TikTok. And 20.
We had to look that up because we have no idea who she is.
I don't know who she is. You think I know this stuff? We Googled it. We sound like we're like down with the young kids. No, bitch, I don't know who the fuck any of these people are. But she's very popular. So like I said, she has created a brand. It's called Item Beauty. We'll come back. I'm going to fucking slay you for that name, young lady, because it's embarrassing. So we're starting out with the Lash Snack. Lash Snack Lengthening Mascara. The Lid Glaze Hydrating Jelly Eyeshadow. The Powder Hour Brightening Powder. Cheek Money Bronzer Duo. The Lip Quip Lip Oil. And the Brow Chow Brow Definer. It's all launching on the 11th of August at Item Beauty. Now, few questions. Whose dickhead idea was it to call it Item Beauty? Stop being so lazy. Yes, they're items and it's beauty. This brand screams, every single thing about this brand screams, old man with money seeing young, beautiful girl with very large following and just going cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Yeah.
This is horrendous. Another reason why I say that is because if you look at one of these products in particular, anyone who knows anything about the beauty industry knows that you should not release this product because they have failed in the past and they're trash. And that is what did they call it? Is it the Powder Hour Brightening Powder? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's the powder in the tube with a brush attached.
No.
Nobody wants that.
No, they've been around for decades and they fail every time. They're
Exactly.
Not an effective way to apply powder.
I
agree with you. Yeah, they may as well just have called this beauty product brand.
Yes.
But I'd be curious. We haven't seen too many images on how many shades are coming out. It sort of gives the impression that there's one of each, which doesn't make any sense. If there's literally one brow product and one lip product and one bronzer, you're doing it wrong. But there doesn't seem like there's much thought put behind this. Again, you're right. It does look like someone's just come to her and said, it's one of those cold calling emails where it's like, we've got a factory and would like to work with you. And then she's like, sure. So
minimum order quantity, 10,000.
Yes. That's what it sort of seems like. So it's not going to be a brand that we're going to be reporting on unless they somehow do amazing things or get fantastic reviews. It's just, it's ridiculous.
But we had to slay it because who the fuck calls a brand Item Beauty and releases those stupid powders in a tube with a brush?
Yeah.
No.
No.
That's not how you item the beauty.
Thank you to this week's sponsor, Ritual. Ritual's Essentials, the obsessively researched vitamin for women, have the nutrients most of us don't get enough of from food, all in their clean, absorbable forms. No shady additives or ingredients that can do more harm to your body than good. 2 easy-to-take capsules provide 9 nutrients you need to support a strong foundation for your health. I've been taking Ritual for quite some time now, and some of my favourite features are the no nausea capsules that are easy on the stomach. Not gonna lie, I tend to skip breakfast and I just take my vitamins with my morning coffee, so it's good to know that they're not going to upset my stomach. And I also love the minty tab in the bottle that prevents the fish oil burps. For obsessive label readers, all of Ritual's vegan-friendly, sugar-free, non-GMO, gluten-free and allergen-free ingredients and their sources are out there for the whole world to see. A subscription is easy to start and it's easy to snooze. It's only $1 a day to have all the essential nutrients your body needs delivered every month, no strings attached. Better health doesn't happen overnight, and right now Ritual is offering you guys 10% off during your first 3 months. Fill in the gaps in your diet with Essential for Women, a small step that helps support a healthy foundation for your body. Visit ritual.com/beautynews to start your Ritual today. That's 10% off during your first 3 months at ritual.com/beautynews.
All right, the next thing we're talking about, this is a collaboration, and I want to say normally this would not be my cup of tea for various reasons, but it's really cute.
It's a bit cute, isn't it?
It's cute, isn't it? I can't deny it. It is cute. So this is a collaboration between Juno, the Juno and Co sponges, and Spongebob. So this is the Bikini Bottoms bundle. It includes 1 microfiber Spongebob sponge, 1 microfiber Patrick Star sponge, 1 Gary Mini Duo, and 1 Bikini Bottom Bubbles sponge cleansing bar. So it's $24 for the whole pack, which actually seems pretty good.
That's a good deal.
It's available for early access for their newsletter subscribers on the 8th of August, and then releasing on the 10th of August at their website. What I like about this is they made it look really cute. It's also a nice play on sponge and Spongebob.
Yeah.
So the yellow sponge has SpongeBob's face imprinted on it. It looks cute. The Patrick Star one is pink. It looks like him. It's super cute. We don't really have many photos of the snail, Gary, but I'm sure it's cute as well.
Yeah, it does have like his little sort of circle imprinted on it. And then the other one looks like it's got Viacom with a copyright symbol printed on it.
I wonder if they all have that at the back.
Not sure.
It's interesting.
It wouldn't surprise me if they do. Look, I'm not a huge fan of the Juno and Co sponges. They're a bit firm for me and just not my fave. But I think this is really, really cute, really clever. I'm so surprised that a sponge brand did not get on this bandwagon sooner. Like, if you are a sponge brand, so many that I'm looking at side-eyeing, I'm like up here for thinking, folks. Like, come on. And the way they've executed it is stinking adorable. It's adorable. I would buy this. I would buy it too. Yeah.
And like you, I'm not a Juno sponge fan, and I'm not a SpongeBob
SquarePants. No,
I'm neither. But I appreciate how cute this is. I can tell you though that this doesn't sound like it's coming internationally. It sounds like it's going to be US only, because that's where the rights have sort of been purchased for.
All right. So we've just had a look, and they ship everywhere. Their list is massive. USA, obviously, Australia, Canada, UK, Albania, Argentina. Like, come on, am I going to go down this list? It's literally the length of a Beauty News episode. So if you do want it, you can get it. Obviously,
but it would be only from their website, not from their other stockists. Yeah.
Obviously, there's going to be shipping costs involved and a delay because of the pandemic. But if you really want it,
you can get it.
Yeah. All right. KKW Beauty. I was very, very confused when I saw this in the folder, because then I saw something else that's going to come up in a second. And I was like, oh, we've got doubles of stuff. And then I was like, no, they just look identical.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know, they do look identical. You're right.
So KKW Beauty are expanding their body collection. We have the Skin Perfecting Setting Powder, $34, 4 shades, translucent, golden beige, warm caramel, and deep chocolate. Then we have the Deluxe Travel Size Skin Perfecting Body Foundation, $21. There's a Deluxe Travel Size Skin Perfecting Body Shimmer for $16. The Powder Body Brush for $24, and a loofah for $5. If it was any more than $5, I'd be like, what the fuck? You can get a loofah anywhere for $5. It's all launching on the 14th of August at 12 p.m. PDT at KKW Beauty.
And so the next thing that I'm sure you were confusing it with is Kylie Skin.
Correct.
They've launched a new clarifying collection, and the packaging looks, they have like the millennial pink packaging. They're both made by the same manufacturers, and they're both formulated by the same formulators. So it's pretty much the same shit anyway, let's be real. So these are here to help with skin congestion and overall stressed skin. It's a detoxifying type collection. So they've got the Clear Complexion Correction Stick, $15. The Clarifying Facial Oil, $24. The Detox Face Mask, $22. And the Face Mask Brush, $14. And this is already launched by the time you're watching this at Kylie Skin. I don't even know what the Clear Complexion, is that like a spot treatment?
I think so. It's probably salicylic acid in a tube with a lip gloss applicator.
Yeah, because I couldn't even be bothered getting a different applicator. They've got to use just the same old lip gloss they've got in the past.
May as well.
Anyway, boring.
Something from Milk. Some people might think this is boring. I think this is more of a gap in their market. They are releasing the Kush liquid eyeliner. So it's a waterproof, transfer-proof, smudge-proof, felt tip liquid liner featuring a clean formula, the blackest black, and a flippable tip. What is a flippable tip?
You know when they have the felt tip and you can pull it out and then turn it around?
Oh!
Yeah, a lot of liners actually do that. They just don't advertise it, so a lot of people don't know about it. But if the tip starts getting dry, you can actually pull it out, turn it around the other way, and then you've got like the fresh tip, and you can keep doing it. Yeah.
Interesting. So it's ultra precision tip that allows for fine lines and detail work. It's got hemp-derived cannabis seed oil that helps condition and hydrate to prevent pulling, catching, or skipping along the lash line. It's made with Vanta Black. Not really. That's a lie. They just say the blackest black pigment that doesn't feather for up to 24-hour wear, and it's ophthalmologist tested. It's available now on milkmakeup.com and Sephora for $22 US.
Yeah, there's not much to say about this. Like you said, it is just a gap in their range that they're filling. You know, I like the idea of it, but I think they should have brought out a sponge, not a sponge, brush applicator. I always think they're past area. But there we go. All right, Morphe, they're back at it again with their big palettes.
They are indeed.
Yeah, the 35C Everyday Chic Artistry palette. It's supposed to be neutral shades of taupe and camel, complemented by soft hues of purple, jade, and sapphire. It's got velvety matte and eye-catching shimmer finishes, and it's supposed to add a touch of glam to any occasion. Available now at Ulta Beauty for $25 US, and also at Morphe's websites and stores. Look, I have to say, because we're currently in winter, I really like this color vibe. I just wish it was a little bit more condensed or in mini pans.
Yes.
If the palette was this big with tiny minis, I'd be like, that's cute.
Yeah.
Knowing that this big and I'm never going to use all of it. Yeah, it's not the best, but I do like this color story. I have to say, I'm not going to lie. I love this cool tone color story. And I like seeing it from, no, I don't like seeing it from Morphe, but it's different from what they've brought out in the past.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
They usually do a lot of warm toned nude palettes or brown toned, orange toned palettes. And then they went into colors, but it's nice to see them bring out sort of a wearable, cooler toned, mauvey, taupey. Like, I like that. That's my vibe at the moment. So I don't love Morphe, but I approve.
Yes. Look, I have to agree with you. I think it's different. I don't hate it. If Morphe just did all of their palettes in like the mini form, tiny little pans, condense it all down, mini, I would probably buy a lot of them, to be fair.
Yeah.
I would probably consider buying this one because I love those like cool toned metallics that they've got in there. And I love the soft, whimsical sort of nudie-ish shades that they've got in there. I think the way they make this look really, really different is by having that like pale sort of skin-toned pink base of the packaging rather than black. Yeah. But it is different. It's different from Morphe. So well done. Stop making your palettes so fucking big because they are redundant. The size is absurd. I refuse to purchase anything from Morphe while they still make palettes that size.
Also, I wanted to say, just looking at this closely, it does have colors like pops of green and pops of whatever, but they're quite muted and they work well. They work cohesively with the other shades. So it doesn't stand out as being orange palette with a pop of blue. Like it actually has beautiful like jade greens that I can see myself reaching for along with a lot of these taupes. So it's a well thought out palette. A lot of them don't look redundant. Like they do so many things where you can swatch 5 shades and they're pretty much the same.
Yeah.
This was enough variation in it. I don't mind it. Yeah. Like you, I'm not going to buy it, but I don't mind it.
Yeah. I don't hate it. And honestly, if this was small, like James Charles mini version, small,
would possibly buy.
Maybe. I was hoping they'd bring out the Jaclyn Hill palette #2 in that size because I was like, I'm ready for that. Like my body is ready. But, you know, if you don't want to do that, don't do it. And I won't buy it. I don't give a shit. It's fine.
Maybe you just need to wait because it took a year to get the James Charles one.
True.
So we're just waiting.
That's true, actually. Very fair. Okay, we have something here from Patrick Tarr. We have a lot of photos for
the same thing.
For a lipstick. So we have the matte suede lipstick and precision lip crayon in the shade She's Hard to Get. So it's a vibrant hot pink and it released for National Lipstick Day, I believe. So it comes in 2 versions. You've got your matte and then you've got your cream.
We saw them release their lipstick range. It had like nudes and a red, and it had like the matte bullet and then that really sleek one that we were both like, we want them.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is a new shade that's like a vibrant pink. I have to say, I was willing to try the sleek lipsticks when we talked about them originally because they looked really beautiful and lush. I really love this color. I'm not a pink person. I don't like nude pinks. I don't like light pinks. I don't like super dark pinks. But this vibrant pink is sort of like the equivalent of a pink version of a bright red lip. And I love it. This is the only pink that I love to wear. And you can see it amongst his other releases. So there's 2 nudes and 2 reds. It sits really nicely in it. It's a nice addition to the range. And if I had access to this lip range, I'd buy a few things because the nudes look gorgeous, the reds look gorgeous, and he nailed it with his pink. So a few people have asked us in the past, because we've mentioned sometimes if we said like what we would buy from this episode, chime in at the end and be like, what would you buy from this episode? There's 2 things I'd probably buy from this episode, this being one of them, because this pink is gorgeous and I'm just waiting for spring to come. As soon as spring comes and restrictions are lowered and we can actually step outside and go to the park, I'd want to wear this pink lip. It looks gorgeous.
And Patrick Tarr does have a website that ships internationally. So, you know, it's not off the cards. Maybe one day.
We'll just check how expensive shipping is.
Yeah,
Because
probably
that always annoys me.
Probably our firstborn children. I'm not willing to give them up. So, you know. No.
Yeah, my one, you know, sometimes has a tantrum, but you know, I won't swap him for a
We
lipstick.
adore him, and we would never give him up. We want to keep that one.
It's too much. I've put in too much work. So,
yeah, I know. Yeah.
I'll just pay for shipping, or I'll just pay the shipping.
Okay. Up next, we have Pure Cosmetics. This is the new Defense collection. Have they had Defense products before? I feel like they have.
They had the blue light collection, which ironically had lights in it. Oh, fuck.
You're fucked. All right. So this is a 5-piece Defense collection that features innovative skincare, makeup, and skin treatments to help you defend your skin from environmental stresses such as pollution. It's designed to help you maintain your lifestyle without compromises. So it consists of the Defense 12-piece anti-pollution eyeshadow palette, $34, Downtown Detox Antioxidant Anti-Pollution Mask, $28, Matte Mist Anti-Pollution Mattifying Setting Spray with Charcoal, $24, On Point Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner Pen, $19, and the Submerge Overnight Detox Anti-Pollution Moisturiser, $34. It's available now at Pure Cosmetics. That's a lot of words.
Why do you need your eyeshadows to have anti-pollution benefits to it, though? Like it.
You don't.
This reminds me of
the like. That's my how.
I don't know, but I also think this color story is quite bland and boring. Like I love a nude, but I think this is like washed out and crap. And it just shows you that when they collaborate with someone that actually has some insight into color stories like Raw Beauty Christie, they bring out something that's actually desirable. But when they're on their own, they bring out trash with weird claims.
Also, look, I don't know why they're releasing this, a month after Christie's collab. Like, can you just give her a minute, please, to shine?
This is gonna get no attention though.
I don't even know exactly. Like it's just gimmick. We're going to stop talking about this in a second, and I'm never going to think about it again because that's how relevant it is.
Until I bring out version 3 where they move on to the next defense of some bullshit.
Yeah. It'll be like coronavirus defense.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. Maybe that's why they had to rush this one out. So now they're working on. They're like, oh,
we've already got the other one ready to go. Quick, get that one out.
Yeah, exactly right. All right, the next thing is from Smashbox. They've launched a new base product. So this is their Halo Healthy Glow All-in-One Tinted Moisturiser. It's primer infused for all-day wear and a healthy glow. This all-in-one SPF tinted moisturiser gives you lightweight, natural-looking, dewy coverage that hydrates the skin for up to 24 hours. It has a rose extract, hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, goji berries, gold, and peptides. The breathable, vegan, and oil-free formula moisturizes, conditions, and protects. It primes, perfects, protects, and hydrates in one easy step. Available now at Smashbox and Sephora for $36. They have split the shades. There's 5 in the fair category, 5 in the medium tan, 5 in the tan, and 5 in the deep. Again, there's like, the shade range doesn't look that great, but because it's a low coverage product, one color would be able to go across a few different skin tones and undertones. Even though this has shit like gold in it and it has a lot of claims, I'm interested in this purely because their full coverage foundation they brought out last year, I really love. So I have a lot of faith in their in their formulas.
Yeah, look, I don't mind the look of this, and like you, I have faith in their formulas, but I also know that I have in this area of my face redness. Yeah. And I'm just like, a tinted moisturizer. It's not going to do it for me. I'm going to have to like spot conceal, and then I may as well just use one of my low coverage foundations.
But this sort of would be like a low coverage foundation, just with a whole bunch of different claims. I would definitely check this out. This would be one of the products of the week that I would want to check out in store when it comes to Australia, and actually swatch it and find a shade and try it. This sounds like something that'd be really good for the warmer months coming up in Australia. And I do have redness, but I've got no problem with chucking a bit of concealer here. And then as I sort of sponge it on, I mix the concealer into the areas that need the more coverage. I'm fine with doing that. I think also with lockdown, I have been wearing a lot more either no makeup or just like a powder mineral foundation. And I'm sort of getting used to wearing lower coverage. And so I sort of am happy to continue that on a daily basis. Today is clearly not the case. I'm looking really shiny, but it's the lights. But, you know, filming's a different story. But on a daily basis, I would definitely give this a shot. I think it, I put all my faith, not all my faith, some of my faith into Smashbox, because I do like their base products. So I like their primers, I like their sprays, I like their last foundation. So for me, I would give this a try.
You know what? This could actually be a really good one to mix a teeny dab of their foundation, the high coverage one, with this to make just a beautiful, comfortable, hydrating, low to medium coverage tint. Look,
I would totally do that.
I might give that a go.
When lockdown finishes, we'll go to the shops together and we'll get swatchy.
Fuck yeah, with our face masks.
Oh yeah. Face mask, and we'll be like watching down here.
I reckon we'll be wearing face masks into 2021 with the way we're going. Okay, from Suku, we have the 2020 Autumn Winter Color Collection. So this is coming out between the 1st of August and the end of August. So if you're interested, keep an eye on your preferred Suku retailer. We have the Powder Blush Compact. This is a limited edition item. It comes in shade 101, and it contains 4 blush shades to help elevate your look. There's the Designing Color Eyes. This is in 133 Tonba Dama. It's a burnished autumn copper, crystal purple, and delicate gold leaf eyeshadow palette that creates gorgeous eyes with beautiful clarity. Then we have the Tone Touch Eyes. So there's 3 new shades and 2 limited edition shades. These are their single eyeshadows. Then we have the Multi Glow Stick. These are both limited and they're coming in 2 shades. You've got 101, which is a clear pink that provides definition to the skin. And 102 is a shiny gold that adds dimension to the skin. There's a Moisture Rich lipstick in 3 limited edition shades. And there is the Nail Color Polish in 3 limited edition shades as well.
Yeah, look, this looks very Suku. I reckon the quad looks like stuff we've seen from them time and time again. The color stories are starting to repeat.
Yes.
The face palette, I really like the look of it. The balance of the colors is really nice. The colors just scream NARS to me. I feel like they've just taken a NARS palette and they're like, how do we replicate these colors?
Yeah, I would say, like, I've got a Suku blush, which Mel gave us.
And I really like it. And a lip product as well.
Yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful quality. So, look, I don't hate that blush palette. All right, we have something from Tatcha. It's the Rice Wash. I feel like, don't they already have this? Obviously not. But anyway, this is a rich source of vitamins A, B2, B12, and E. And it's supposed to brighten and boost the look of luminosity in skin. Contains Japanese algae, which helps the skin feel soft, comfortable, and nourished, hyaluronic acid, and Tatcha's signature Hadasai 3. And it's just a foaming cleanser. It's just a
Yeah,
foaming cleanser, but I still want it.
I know. I was gonna say I quite like the moisturizer in this range, and cleansers you can use a small amount, especially if they're not haven't give you a nice lather. You can use the smallest amount. It can last you months and months. I'd try this.
I'd try it. Yeah,
I'd
for
try
sure.
it. Yeah, you
I
don't
don't,
need to. And theoretically, cleansers, like, they clean your skin as long as they don't strip your skin full of, like, they don't take out all the oils and the, they don't leave your skin too squeaky and
yeah,
dry. Like, a cleanser is a cleanser, but I'd still try it.
I'd try it.
It is what it is. All right, new from The Ordinary, we have 100% niacinamide powder. So this offers a DIY experience that allows one to personalize their usage based on their preference. So the other niacinamide product is a 10%, so this is 100%.
Mhm.
And you can sort of add this powder to either mix it with water to create a sort of, I don't know, skincare product, or you can also add it to other sort of serum type products in their range to customize your experience.
Okay. I love The Ordinary. I love The Ordinary. I love The Ordinary. I love The Ordinary, but I don't understand this. I had a little look into this, and I know that it comes with a scoop, which is great to help you get the product out, but you're supposed to use a quarter of a scoop to get anywhere between a 5 to 10% strength, depending on what you put it in. And my issue with that is if you aren't getting it spot on every day, you could be getting anywhere between 3% to 15 or 20%. So you're not getting like consistency with the product. So I think this would be great for someone who wants to like sit down with their like specialty scales and weigh things out and play around with their skincare and stuff. But I just don't know. Is it necessary?
Look, to some degree, I do agree with you. I think for me, this would be too fiddly. I
Yeah.
wouldn't have the time and the patience for it. I do like that it's water soluble, and it so you can use it in water-based products like serums, but also creams. So
Yeah.
if you didn't want to have to use like 14 serums layered, you can mix a little bit of powder with your moisturizer and still get that 10% effect. Or if you really, really love niacinamide, which niacinamide on me works so well at getting rid of breakouts. So if you really wanted a higher dose, just add a little bit more and get a higher concentration. So
Yeah.
I do think that I understand why they've brought it out, but for me and my routine, it is too fiddly. They do recommend what you can mix it with, which is good to know. And I feel like with The Ordinary, some of the products are so basic, like this is 100% niacinamide, like it's just basic. But they really require you to do a lot of research into what mixes well with other things and what to layer it with and what not to layer it with. Like they have a warning here that that you're not supposed to mix it with anything with a pH of 5 or lower.
Yeah.
Not everyone knows what pH their products are. I have no idea. So I feel like this is almost they do it so people can feel like they're in control and they can tweak and customize their skincare routine. But I feel like you still need a lot of knowledge and pH strips and testing kits and whatnot to really know the best way to use this, which I'm not about that life. They do say that some things they recommend mixing it with is the hyaluronic acid serum, the natural moisturizing factors, the buffet serum, and a few other things like that. So I do give some recommendations on what you can mix it with, which is great because otherwise I would have no idea. But I don't mind the concept. I really like niacinamide. I think it's a really good ingredient. I see this as being a little bit fiddly for me.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's going to be people who are excited about this. But for me personally, it's just not something that I would want to fiddle with. And honestly, I would be paranoid. Am I adding this to something that's going to negate its effectiveness, or am I like using too much? Am I not using enough? I don't know. Who fucking knows? Like, and you're not really going to know until you've been using it for a while and you go, nothing's happening, or uh-oh, I've like used too much and my skin is upset with me. So
yeah. But I wonder, is niacinamide one of those products that you can sort of overdo and it has a negative effect on your skin, or is it one that you can sort of go a little bit liberally with? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so I feel like they wouldn't create this if it was one that would damage your skin if you went too hardcore with it. But again, I think this is more for the niacinamide junkies that really want a good fix of it. Sort of reminds me of like a few years ago, vitamin C was the thing. And if you had higher concentrations of vitamin C and vitamin C shots and vitamin C, you know, people were going nuts with it. I sort of feel like this is the the niacinamide version of that. If you're a junkie for niacinamide and you just want a like more of a shot of it, like a higher concentration, or if you're a person that's got so much products from The Ordinary and you really do have these products that they list here and you're like, oh, I can mix it with that instead of using serum and then layering it, I can just mix it in together. Like I do see a place, but it's not in my personal skincare routine. I do want to say that by the time you're watching this, it's already launched. It's comes in a 20 ml little tub. It's $5.80 Canadian dollars, $5.80 US dollars, £4.90, €5.80, $9.70 Australian dollars, or it's 5,800 won. So that's Korean currency. So it's actually pretty affordable, easy to chuck in your skincare if you are willing to go there. But it's a bit advanced for your average basic skincare user, that's for sure.
From Violet Voss, we have the Essentials 2 palette. So this is a 10 pan eyeshadow palette that consists of, look, I don't know, is this essential?
Pure bliss.
Is this essential? Yeah, Pure Bliss. They're saying it's 10 eyeshadow pans of Pure Bliss. We know you won't want to put it down. Honey, I don't even want to pick it up. Don't start me. It's literally light to mid-tone browns, 2 purples, 2 blues, the end. And it's $32 US. You couldn't pay me $32 US to use that.
And these pans are big, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm angry at this palette.
Look, I'm not angry at this palette, but I don't love this palette. I like Violet Voss formula. So if you do like this palette, like the color story, you probably won't be disappointed in this because Violet Voss is a really nice. I'm still wanting that bloody taupe palette. Remember how they brought out that taupe palette?
Yeah.
And back in the day, I was like, too much browns, it's crap. But now I'm like, I love cool tone browns and I can't get a hold of it. And it's only available, I have seen it on their websites in stock, but I'm like, do I order it? And I think it doesn't ship internationally. So I'm like, I want it. Anyway.
Fine.
I go back and look at that palette every couple of months and I fucking want it. Anyway, if you like this color story, you won't be disappointed, or you shouldn't be disappointed. It is a nice formula. What I think is a missed opportunity with this palette is I like the color story if you deepen the shades.
Yes, yeah, fair.
So they just, like if you took the saturation up a little bit, the depth of color up a little bit, if these were deeper sort of mid-tone browns and darker browns and like richer purples and a richer teal, like I'm wearing a teal liner today, but this looks really bright compared to what I'm wearing. Yeah. If you made this richer in tone and pigmentation, I think this color story would be awesome because purples and teals go so nicely with those brown tones. I think it could be really, really gorgeous. And it was more like a jewel toned nude palette. But this sort of wishy-washy, is it pastel? Is it vibrant? I don't know. I don't vibe with it.
Yeah, I don't know
I think it's a missed opportunity because the colors do go well together. Not for me.
Not for me either. No, thank you. Something that... Why do you have to do this, Viseart? Why? We have some new Petite Pro palettes. So we have
we love Petite Pro palettes.
We love Petite Pros. We love them. I want all of them. We love them.
We love them.
Are you listening, Viseart? We love
We love We do. We actually genuinely love them because they're so small, and like you get the smallest pans and the quality is so nice. And Hayley's reaching for some of hers now. I'm not in my makeup room, otherwise I'd be reaching for mine as well.
Oh, no, I've put them somewhere, but I love them. And now we've got two more. We have Midsummer and Solstice. So these are 8-pan palettes. You've got one that is, look, I'm a bit confused. I'm just going to put it out there. I'm a little bit confused. You've got one that in the pans looks very, very cool toned and almost grey and so gorgeous. And then you have one that looks very, very neutral nude. Both have a duochrome as well, and kind of an almost 50-50 split of mattes on both. The brown one, 50-50 split. The cool toned mauvey one has 5 mattes and 3 shimmery shades, one being a duochrome. But then you see the swatches, and that's where I go, what?
Yeah, the cool toned one looks very pink, and then the neutral one looks very orange.
Yes.
But I have to say, I think it was on their, I don't know if it was their Instagram stories or something, or their, I think the person that owns the brand, she might have posted a behind the scenes photo.
Right.
They take these in direct sunlight.
Oh.
So it's not like studio lights where they get the lighting correct. This is like washed out, middle of the day.
And then they have to
yellow toned. Yeah, they take them outdoors. And we used to be bloggers, and I know that taking swatches outdoors, it's not an accurate representation of the color.
Not at all. It's not at all. People love. I see these people online who are all like, I don't know why people don't just use natural lighting, because it's actually not the best type of lighting when you're trying to accurately represent a product. If you want to make yourself look beautiful, absolutely natural light, best possible lighting. But if you want to represent a product properly, especially the color of a product, artificial lighting is simply better. It's easy.
You need almost like pure white lighting to get it right. Otherwise, in natural lighting, if it's in the middle of the day, it looks very, very yellow toned. If it's in early in the morning or late in the afternoon, it looks very blue toned. So how natural lighting, like you said, it's very flattering. But it's actually not the most accurate for taking swatch photos or product photos. And so many times you'll get people be like, why can't they just swatch it outside so we can see the true color? On camera, it does not come up true color, no matter, like, it's not accurate. Most people try their hardest to create a situation so the outcome of the photos, you can hold the photo up versus the palette and you can kind of go, oh, that's an accurate representation. You can't do that in natural lighting. It doesn't work.
No. So that's actually interesting. Means I need to wait for different photos.
Yeah.
But I like these and I want them, but I just want to make sure that I know what I'm getting, because this has happened with a few of the Viseart palettes that I've purchased. I see these swatches, and then when I actually have the palette, I'm like, wait, what? Did I buy the wrong thing? So
they're really lovely quality, and these mini pans are really good value because you can still, use them extensively but not, or like spend so much money on these giant pans you're never going to use. You get the quality and the color variation without the sort of financial outlay. But I agree with you, the color representation is not accurate. But also what annoys me, this sort of gray toned purple palette, why did they put a pink in there? They have so many pink heavy palettes already that they've brought out recently. Doesn't make sense putting a pink in here. They should have put a beautiful purple in here. The pink to me just sort of makes this a little bit like, it deters it for me. And also the duochromes in both palettes look so similar.
They do. I also feel like these are very, very similar to palettes that they already have out within the petite range. That's why I question these again. I'm like, why? But oh my god, if you guys can hear Raine, apologies.
It's crazy weather here at the moment.
Yeah, it's starting to come down. Look, I don't know. I'm just gonna wait to see more swatches of these. But who am I kidding? I'm probably gonna fucking buy them.
I was going to say, look, I'm going to wait for more swatches as well. But what it comes down to is if the swatches mildly interest me, I'm buying both of them.
Yeah.
Because
yeah,
at the moment, I love cool tone eyeshadows because in winter, they look so flattering. I love them. But I also love a basic brown. So having a palette of each, and they're $30 each, which, okay, it's expensive for little palettes, but for the quality, I think it's worth it. And I would much prefer to have like 50 little palettes like this than 20 massive palettes. It's just how I'd prefer to have my makeup. But yeah, if I'm still bummed that the duochrome looks the same sort of in both, but
it does, yeah.
Chances are I'm going to buy this. Let's be real.
I know. Who am I kidding?
Who are we kidding?
Exactly. That's a thing that I want.
Yeah. That's also what I want. And that's probably, I think when it comes to what I'll actually buy, I'd love the Patrick Tar lipstick, but I know I don't need more lipsticks at the moment, especially since we're always wearing masks.
Yes, yeah, I know. What's the point?
And yeah, I would definitely buy these, and I would definitely buy the Smashbox tinted moisturizer if I see it in store and I can shade match, because I don't need them, but I want them. It is what it is. Don't judge me.
Yeah, I know. That's fair. That's fair. We do have one last thing. This is from our friend across the pond.
Yes.
Well, we don't know her personally, but she's
from New Zealand.
From New Zealand. She's basically our sister. This is from XO Beauty, Shan XO's brand. It's a sneak peek of an upcoming palette. We see golds, beautiful, like muted, sort of khaki-ish greens, and a pinky shade. I reckon what we're going to get here is like columns of colors.
Yeah, well, if you looked at her last palette she brought out, they did have like color stories sort of in sections. And what I have to say about that palette, which I do own, she smashed it with the color pairings.
Yeah.
What she did really, really well with that palette was that every shade can pretty much work with every other shade in the palette. And that palette did have like pinks and purples and nudes in it. But for some reason, she picked the tones that you could literally close your eyes, point to two shades, and that would create a cohesive look. So she did a really, really bang on job with making that palette work really well. I wasn't 100% convinced with the formula. I thought some shades were nice, other shades were just not that great. But this color story is a lot more up my alley than pinks and purples.
Yeah.
Those gray toned sort of olive colors I'm mad for. That mustardy shade I can see Ruru, I think that's how you say it. Are you? It looks like a nice cool tone brown. I would presume that this is also a similar sized palette to our last one. I think 12 pans. Oh, it says 12 pans here anyway on the front. I think also the front gives a hint of the color story, which is very cool toned browns, pops of green, pops of like pink, pops of maybe copper shade. I'm probably going to get this. I'm going to put it out there.
Fair.
I like the color story. I think it's going to be really wearable. Probably a nice pairing with her last palette, and everything I've seen here so far, I'm down for.
That's fair. Look, I like the vibe it's got going on. I wouldn't buy it because green. I can't wear it. It doesn't suit me. But I like the vibe it has. I can't really put my finger on what it is, but I feel like maybe I think it like twigs like 1970s vibes with me.
Yeah, the muted kind of colors.
Yeah. But also a little bit modernized. So I kind of like it.
but I'm keeping an eye out for this and we'll keep you updated because I'm interested.
Excellent. That's it. We hit the end.
Smash. Gotcha.
The time has come to dedicate this episode to a Beauty News VIP, and this week's VIP is Beatrice. Thank you, Beatrice, for supporting.
Thank you.
And thank you to everyone who supports Beauty News in whichever way you choose to do it. Kat, what is our emoji for the week?
Face masks.
Face masks.
Cover your nose and mouth, you dirty bastards.
Guess yeah. Sorry, that was way too funny. I'm going to buy this today. I found a hoodie that has a built-in face mask.
Really?
Yep.
Oh,
I
things that they're innovating these days.
They are indeed. They're made in Melbourne too. So they're like, look. Oh, wait. Can you see?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They look like a bloody ninja.
They do. That's why I want one. So they make these unisex hoodies. I'm going to get one. All right, guys. So that's it for us today. We hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, give it a thumbs up and we are going to see you in the next one.
Yeah. See ya. Bye.